thing.
Never been fishing, never been hunting. Gotta be one that done remind me of you there beside me. I need to find me a brunette.
Well, that is the hit song Brunette by rising country star Tucker Wetmore. Tucker is getting ready to headline a show at Foster Pavilion right here in Waco, Texas. And we are lucky enough to have him joining us now from his bus, it looks like, in the great state of Mississippi to talk more. Tucker, thanks so much for being here with us. This is your first arena show to headline. You must be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I am so stoked about it. You know, and I love Texas, especially Waco, so it's gonna be cool to get back there and just play the show, and it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a good one.
Tell me more about why you love Waco.
I just love Texas in general. I was where were we at last night? Outside of Houston last night. We played a show, so any chance I get to get back to Texas, I'm going to take it.
Listen, I got to chat with you a little bit before we went live on this interview, and I said, you're living a great life when you have to, like, check your schedule and ask the people around you where exactly you are. I mean, that's called some good times. Do you feel like you're, living a dream? We're being able to travel all around the country doing what you love, which is playing music.
100%. I feel like I'm still waiting on the day I wake up and it was all a dream. It's crazy. It's fast. It's crazy, but I love every second of it.
All right, well, let's talk about that. You seriously burst on the scene very quickly. You rang in the new year with your first #1 debut smash. It's called Wind Up Missing You. It's such a great song. You've been nominated for CMA New Artist of the Year, nominated for ACM New Male Artist of the Year. I mean, can you believe that these are the things that I'm saying right now? No,
I mean, it still blows my mind every time I sit and think about it or somebody tells me about it. But it's all God, honestly. It's all just a blessing. I'm just a kid who likes to write songs and sing songs. So it's the fact that people see some value in that is, it's beyond me.
Tucker, I'll tell you what blows my mind is that you weren't exactly on the track to be a musician. Even, I guess, like in your late teenage years or early 20s, you are a very serious athlete. You have 4 state championships, which is awesome. I think you said 3 were in track, 1 was in football. Tell me how football, particularly college football, played a role in you sort of shifting gears and making your way to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I grew up playing sports. I started playing music when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and and then it was just sports growing up. And I thought football was my path. I thought that's what I wanted out of my life. And, I ended up going to Montana to play some ball, and then God had other plans. So I ended up getting injured and then moving back home, picking up music again. And then I was like, well, I was really missing out on, all of this. And there's a lot of things that transferred from football, like the team aspect, and I've got such a big team. It's such a tight-knit family type team, and the lights and the ad mats might say my name, but it's a lot that goes into it. So it's definitely a huge team aspect. And what football teaches somebody, especially if you're like super passionate about it, it teaches you how to work for something, and it teaches you how to find something to work for. I feel like that's a big part of today's world problem is a lot of people have a hard time finding what they want or finding something that they truly believe in, and that's what football did to me. It's taught me how to find something to work for and then do it,
And be successful. I mean, wow. Yeah, you've obviously picked up quite a few things in football to be able to translate it over to music and do so well so quickly. How did your grandfather was a pastor, I believe. How did kind of growing up in the church and your grandfather having that role, how did that influence your music?
A lot, actually. Yeah, my grandpa was a pastor, and so I was always in the church. And so, like, his house, my grandparents' house was right next to the church too, like right next door. So I was always over there and over at there's times where I got a huge family, so me and my cousins, we'd go like have slumber parties on the altar, and that kind of relationship with the church. So and growing up in like a Samoan type family, it's very musical, and you know, it's if somebody starts singing Amazing Grace in the living room, then next thing you know, you got like a whole 8-10 piece choir singing Amazing Grace. So like that's what I grew up around, and you know, it's definitely influenced my love for music for sure.
That's awesome. You've toured with some of the biggest names in country music. Truly, I was reading through the list. I'm like, who? You're so young. Who have you not played with yet? This summer you were on tour with Lainey Wilson. I hate to ask you this question. Do you have a favorite tour that you've been a part of, or like maybe? Yeah, I can't ask you that, right? I'm like, oh, what's he gonna say? I don't know. I like all the artists that you've been with.
The next one is always going to be my favorite. You know, I'm always
Good answer. Good answer.
That's right.
Was it fun with Lainey on the road?
Oh, 100%. We were overseas actually for the C2C type stuff, and she's such a doll. I actually just saw her the other night we had like a CMA nominee dinner, so I got to sit and talk to her for a little bit for the first time in a while. So, and then we just got off the road with Thomas Rhett too, so that was like a dream come true. I'm a huge TR fan.
Oh, me too.
He's such a good dude, and you know, taught me a lot about life on the road and how to juggle, you know, life on the road and at home life. And it's just a blessing to know these people, and you know that they got my back and all this, and just to have people to talk to.
Yeah, Thomas Rhett would be a good one, certainly at your age. What are you, 20? Are you 25?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 25 to look up to. He's got a beautiful wife and beautiful kids, and has been a great example. Really, he's one of those, like, I've got 3 young kids, and I enjoy letting them listen to his music. My kids love your music too, and so do I. So we're really excited that you're coming to Waco. You're going to be headlining the show October the 23rd at Waco's Foster Pavilion. Folks can log on to the Foster Pavilion website to pick up some tickets. Any parting words that you'd like for your fellow Texans back here that are going to be lining up to watch you play here in Waco?
Buckle up, let's party.
All right, you don't have to tell people in Texas twice that's for sure.
Okay.
Well, best of luck to you as you're on the road. Who knows where will you end up? You're staying in Mississippi? Are you playing there, or are you heading back out?
Yeah, we're playing a show here in Mississippi tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to Atlanta to play a show there, and then catching the football game, the Georgia Tech game, and it's gonna be fun.
Very cool. Combining all the passions there.
Yeah, Sunday I'm somewhere else. I don't know.
All right, and
go.
Slumber parties at the altar. I will say that's a first. Haven't heard of that, but it sounds like a really fun upbringing. Tucker Wetmore, October 23rd at Foster Pavilion. Thank you so much for being here with us. Best of luck to you. You got great music. Just continue making it. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome, and we'll be back right after this.
Closed captioning of KWTX News 10 is sponsored by Miracle Method. Don't replace, refinish. Visit